everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. The play clock's running down. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Whitney Mercilus is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Goff on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on third, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
No, check, Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Goff now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
From the 50, it's gone. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on second down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They come out here in the eye. First down and goal to go from the 7. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Goff now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Miller, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here's Gone, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
One thing I can say pretty safe is that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Let's go!
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he caught it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Miller, the lone setback. Back to throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Backing up. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Gun! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Miller. Muscles him off. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Keep 15. Set! Blue landed! No. Check! Patriot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, party.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Texans are going to have a first.
Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. A first down carry now for Miller. And some space here. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Miller with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll come out in the pistol. In motion right is Hopkins. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Goff now looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Goff on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
Gone! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3rd and 2, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now it's Miller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
On the wideout in motion.
3-19. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Miller, the lone setback.
Here we go. Boom. No. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the red zone now, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
They come out here in the eye. They'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Third and long. It's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And now they're in the hurry up. To throw is Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Goff looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes. L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. After the interception, here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down throw, gone. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again is gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.